here I am working. It's a Tuesday morning. I'm trying to get my cartoon about how January 6th wasn't a big deal out for the internet to see. And then I find that Saber Spark has called me right-wing? The shameless world of anti-woke cartoons? What? Before I watch this video, I want to prepare myself by just looking for my name in the comment section to see how badly I get roasted. Dude, FreedomToons is hilarious. Aw, man, I think FreedomToons is funny based. You are it is, oh my gosh! You really don't understand the genius of FreedomToons? The genius of you heard, that is from your audience. I'm picking FreedomToons over you? That's one of your fans, dude. Grow up, Saber. My right-hand man, Caleb Black, in our employee Discord, where we all hang out, he said, did a quick tally, and the first 7 pages of comments, literally 40% of them are defending us. Not 40% of the comments talking about us, not 40% of the positive comments. In a 45-minute video that covers us for about 4 minutes, 40% of all the comments are defending us. That's so crazy. We are so back. Do you hear that? They love me. Okay, so let's see what Saber Spark had to say about me.
I stumbled across these videos in 2024 with this particular cartoon about Kamala. At first, I thought, oh, these guys are dunking on both parties. I can dig it. But then I started to watch some of the other videos on their channel.
I just want to say
of the other videos on their channel, and yeah, it's not as impartial as I once thought.
Do you base your comedy preferences on impartiality? Dude, The Onion's old videos were very, very leftist. Like, explicitly leftist. I thought they were hilarious because the jokes are really good. School Shooter Had a History of School Shootings is one of the funniest gags and one of the funniest videos on YouTube. Patriotic Teen Fails Spanish. By the way, this video specifically is making fun of Elon Musk. You could have chosen a better clip for implying that I never make fun of the right.
Not as impartial as I once thought.
Also, this is a video where I make fun of RFK, who most people on the right like. This is so funny because I would acknowledge that we tend to make fun of the left, but he's shown at least 2 videos here so far where we're making fun of popular right-wing figures.
I wonder if this channel had fallen into the anti-woke trend, but then my question was fully answered when I saw a video called Anti-Woke Dog.
Are you serious? Doesn't he review New Norm at the South Park of YouTube? We're literally making fun of the new norm. Do you see the opening to this video? Every time a bad anti-woke show is released, people ask us to make a better one. This is our attempt. So we're saying, hey, this is us trying to make something better than anti-woke content creators usually make, and we just have a dancing dog.
Needless to say, the channel goes full force into pandering towards its right-leaning demographic.
Do you think it is possible that I myself am right-wing, and so when I make videos trying to satirize current events, I have a right-wing perspective? Have you thought of that?
As far as the quality of the videos go, it is exactly what you would think writing-wise.
Well, hold on now, Saber Spark. A moment ago, you said when you first saw our videos, you could dig it because we went after both sides. What dip did you notice in the quality of our writing after that? You said you thought the content was something you could get behind when you were under the misapprehension that we spend equal amounts of time making fun of the left and right. But if we just flat out weren't funny, you would have gone, oh, what a shame. These people are trying to make fun of both sides and they're still not funny, but you didn't.
I feel like these videos are the kind of content that office coworkers are like, hey, bro, come here. Here, look at this video. Isn't that funny? Yeah, dude, it's pretty based, right? You gotta fake a smile and be like, ah, it's funny. And then you have to run off to like the break room for coffee and be like, I'm so tired. I'm tired of everything.
Bro, you don't work in an office. You make reviews of children's cartoons on YouTube. What do you mean the break room? Your parents' kitchen? And your dad shows you a FreedomToons video while you're in there? Your dad's like, look at this great video about Kamala Trump debating, and you went, I can't take it anymore! This whole thing's very funny to me. But he took his old coworker tirade from a tweet, by the way. It was a tweet trashing us. And I remember it because I'm very sensitive. I'm a very sensitive young man. And I remember when people make fun of me. And this tweet literally said that. He's done it. This isn't even his own original thought.
Same joke.
But most importantly, if you're liberal, I promise the people around you know you're liberal. And if they're showing you right-wing content that makes you want to leave the break room, it's because they didn't want you in the break room. They want to get all the liberals out. They're trying to make the break room great again, okay? You didn't walk in there with your bangs and start asking people what their star sign was and have your coworkers go, fellow patriot. A fellow patriot. You got deported from the break room is what happened. That's why they showed you the video.
Maybe I'm just a snob and prefer more subtlety and charm with my political satire.
Listen, under normal circumstances, I might say that's fair because I'm not charming or subtle. I'm a brute. But when you couldn't pick up on really obvious sarcasm, if you can't tell that anti-woke dog, while making fun of wokeness, is also self-satire that makes fun of anti-wokeness, if that flew over your head, when the video literally starts with the disclaimer saying that anti-woke content is usually bad, I'm not so sure that you do like subtlety.
And FreedomToons is like the complete opposite of what I like.
Fair.
And it's a shame too, because like visually speaking, these designs are kind of fun.
Also very fair, great designs.
When they're not scraping the bottom of the barrel, but the jokes, the writing, the overall sense.
Notice that he didn't show the white guy for Harris throwing a plate because he knew his audience would be in stitches and not just from their mastectomy scars. Doesn't she know how? Theory of Fiv?
Yeah, it's just not my cup of tea. I mean, they went after trains.
I don't know, man. Of all the things that we've made fun of, I didn't expect making fun of trains to be like the thing that upset anybody, to be honest. They made fun of trains. Listen to me, if my severely autistic audience can cope with me making fun of trains, I promise that you can.
And unironically use the word chud in their video title.
Wait, do you know what unironic means? Unironic means you're not using the word with any sarcasm or irony. Do you think we're actually calling our audience chuds? Are we pandering to the right wing, or do we unironically think that they're chuds and call them that? How does somebody who reviews media for a living not have the media literacy to spot sarcasm and satire? The video is called Public Transit is Actually Amazing, You Chud. Saber Spark, was the video about public transit being amazing? Or was it the opposite of that?
We're with it. We know the modern cultural zeitgeist and vernacular. Bro, based?
Well, wait a minute. We're with it. We know the modern vernacular. These are just words I use. I'm curious about this. How old is Saber Spark? Dude is 7 years older than me, trying to act like I'm using my vernacular to appeal to the youths. Bro, I am the youths. I'm in my 20s making cartoons about politics. You're in your late 30s making videos reviewing children's cartoons. Which one of us is trying to appear young? Which, if you're good at it, go do it. Get your bag, fine. But glass houses, my friend, glass houses.
Been here at the subway station for about 15 minutes, and I've yet to witness a murder.
Yeah, what can I say? Do I need to say the quiet part out loud? They know exactly what they're doing.
Wait, what are we doing?
They know exactly what they're implying.
What am I implying? What am I implying? Are you trying to make a thinly veiled accusation? In this video, there's a running gag that people keep sending interns into the subway, and they keep getting pushed in front of the train by like psychotic homeless people. The second guy gets pushed in front of the train by a white guy. So you left that pretty important detail out, seemingly to make it appear that we were making some kind of racist statement and have a racist audience. So let me just be very clear about this. It's okay if FreedomToons isn't your cup of tea. That's just something you and your audience don't seem to see eye to eye on, and that's okay. Obviously you should probably do some soul searching on how you ended up with an audience full of so many evil, horrible racists who are defending my content to you. Really look inside. Figure out what kind of racist microaggressions and dog whistles you've been putting out there in your Bluey reviews. But genuinely, putting the jokes aside for a second, what's not okay is deceptively editing my cartoons, removing certain moments from the context of the overall video, and crafting a deceptive narrative about what it is that myself and my team do for a living here and what it is our audience enjoys watching. When I first opened this video, it gave me hope because almost all of the comments are defending me. and saying that they enjoy FreedomToons. But now I'm down in the dumps. And the reason why is, in this video, he clearly takes my content out of context to craft a deceptive narrative about it, which says to me, not only can I not trust the mainstream media anymore, I can't trust mainstream children's animation video essayists. So where am I supposed to get my news now? How am I supposed to know about the world? How am I going to know if the Powerpuff Girls reboot is good or not now? There's literally no way for me to know that. Where am I supposed to go for My Little Pony reviews that slip the kinds of racist dog whistles in them that make FreedomToons fans love Saber Spark's channel so much? How am I going to know if new episodes of SpongeBob are worse than the old episodes? It's a barren media landscape, I'll tell you that much. A bleak day for humankind. Nostalgia Critic would never. And if you just apologized for trying to smear me, I think we could be friends. We seem to have a huge overlap in our fan bases. We must have something in common. Saber Spark FreedomToons collab when? People have been asking me that for I don't know how long. I still think we should do a collab. Anti-woke Saber Spark. I think that's the ticket right there. You can talk about why the Powerpuff Girls reboot was too woke. They race swapped Bubbles. We didn't like that. Professor X is a solo polyamorous hijabi with a missing leg. Just excessive. And I think they were disappointed to see that that's what they didn't get from your channel when you uploaded this. If you just apologized for trying to smear me and you just went to freedomtoons.com/members and got a FreedomToons Super Soldier membership, and then went to hollow.com/freedomtoons and got a 3-month trial, and then went over to FreedomToons and then watched my video about how January 6th isn't a big deal and you're silly for being upset about it, I think you'd see I'm a reasonable guy. I think you'd see I'm a reasonable.